Hey y'all, it's Rev Tommy Two Tone, and I'm out here riding on the Segway and testing my paramotor helmet. Something happened recently that is going to cause me to be able to film a lot more of my flights, and that is the fact that my Sena on my helmet now connects, and the Sena's right back over here, yeah. The Sena on my helmet now connects to the Insta360 camera. So I can talk while I'm flying and you won't hear the motor over my voice. And that's going to be pretty amazing because I've been wanting to do that for a very long time. So we're going to be testing this thing out as we go and see how it works on the actual Segway as I ride down the road and film a little bit. So this is just going to head down to the park. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you where I will be launching from. Now, I never launched my trike from this area because I just didn't think I had enough room. If the wind had been just right, I probably would have had enough room, but probably would have is not a good reason to launch a paramotor. However, um, like tonight, I should be flying right now. There's zero wind. The flags are just laying flat. So I could launch down here in the park and not have to worry about rotor over those trees very much. Uh, and I will show you what I'm talking about. It's a very good area. Used to be a football field, but they no longer use it for that. There's a walking track around it. It would be easy to get my paramotor into the area. I think I wouldn't try it early in the morning at daylight. It's too residential around here, but there's plenty of places to fly once you're up in the air. If I like flew this evening, I could just get up and get out. Uh, One of the reasons, though, I haven't tried this area is I need more experience taking off and landing before I try this particular area. There's another area in Adamsville with much, much more room that I'm going to use. And but the main reason I never filmed any more of my trike videos was because I couldn't figure out a way to get the sound over the sound of the engine with with the Insta360. I don't have a GoPro. Um, There is a way I can hook this one up to my helmet, that's for sure. So launching from down here, it's probably 135 yards to the very end. And the beauty of the climb out would be you're already above or already halfway up some of these trees because this is on a hill. And so as you left the air right now, yeah, I think you'd leave probably about right in here on the field. You would take off, get up into the air, climb out, and as you see over this edge here, and I will show you that, or maybe you can see it on the camera when I get close enough, that is downhill. And that climbing out over that area right there would be easy peasy. Sure would. And then just getting on up in there and getting to altitude and flying and having some fun around Adamsville. Coming back and landing, coming back from that way or this way, either one would be pretty cool. Just have to watch for those poles as you come in, but there's no wires attached to them. However, there is some wires to the first poles, but of course you'd come in over those. Matter of fact, you could really come in over that one right there and just still drop down and have plenty of room. Uh, yeah, you could drop that. That would be easy landing. So this would be a good area. Anyway, I just wanted to come down here and show you the area where I think I could launch. As a matter of fact, let's ride the Segway out onto the field and see. Yeah, this is where the sideline was right here. It's still almost like a little ditch in it. See? Yep, a divot. But what you'd do, you'd come here, set up your wing, especially on this non-wind day. But the wind a lot of times is coming from that area, so it's great. Um, you'd set up your wing, come this way. Here's where you'd launch. Okay, wing in the air, it's up, lean back, kick it, kick it, kick it. You're in the air already. Now you got tons of room to climb out. You're climbing out, you're climbing out, you're climbing out, you're climbing out, you're climbing out. Oh my gosh, that's more than enough room. More, and it's so smooth. Look at this. I'm on the Segway riding, and it's completely and utterly smooth. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's where I'm going to be flying from a lot until they kick me out. And I don't think it's going to bother anybody if I fly late in the evening and get out of the area and come back in, land, pack up, and then here's what I'll do. I've already figured this out. If I don't want to take my paramotor apart, I can pull it down. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive my car down here with the Segway. Now, I just rode the Segway down here, and my wing in the car. Lock it. Drive the Segway back home. Get the wagon. I have a wagon that this will work. Put the paramotor in the wagon. Pull it on the Segway down here. Put the wagon into the car. Lock it up. Put the wing bag in the car. I have an extra wing bag in my seat just in case I have an engine out somewhere else, and I can bag up my wing and it won't get sticks or briars or whatever if I have to land out in the field. But anyway, so then lock the wagon up in my car, take off, fly around, come back, pull the wagon and my paramotor home with the Segway, come back on the Segway to the park, put it in the car with the wing already in the car, obviously, and go home. Sounds like a lot. It's really not. It's just it. It's 100 times to me easier than taking my hoop apart, putting my paramotor in my car, and dragging it down here when I can just gas it up at home and bring it on down here. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Anyway, so that's my updates. It's good to be making videos again, and I'm gonna head home now. This is Rev Tommy Two Tone. Well, no, I'm not actually. I'm gonna show you something. This is something that I like to do on the Segway. I wished I had cones, but this is something that I think is kind of fun to do, and I'm pretty good at it. For a 66-year-old man, I'll tell you a little story once I get down to the end of the parking lot, which I'm there now. This building right here is the Adamsville Senior Center. The director of that center said to me, "Would you like to be a member? We have lunch on Wednesdays and it's only $1." And I said, and I was on my Segway, and I said, "Well, I think when I go in the door like a lot of your members do, then I'll be a member. But most of them are like, some of them are in wheelchairs, some of them are on walkers. But at 66, I'd be one of the youngest guys in there. And so I think I'll pass for right now. I'm not saying I'm not a senior. I'm just saying that nobody else around here my age flies a paramotor. Nobody else around here my age rides a Segway. I mean, that's just things I do that a lot of, matter of fact, I think the closest person to me who flies a paramotor has quit flying because, and he was about 11 miles away. Hadn't heard from him in the air in a long time. So the closest person to me now is probably Nick Justice up in his area, and he's about 35 miles from me. So, and then there's another there's somebody else that I fly with who's about 45 miles away. So, yeah, there's nobody really super close. I wish there was. I wish I had, somebody right here in this area where we could take off together and fly and plunder the skies around Adamsville and Graysville and Dora and Summerton and maybe out West Jefferson Way, Flat Top, Pumpkin Center. Yeah, all those areas. Maytown, Quentin. Yep. Anyway, I'm almost home, so this is Rev Tommy Two Tone, and I will see you on the next video where I hope to be in the air. Maybe I've got this thing figured out. Talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye.